Brain Injury Association of Florida is pleased to provide Perspectives on Brain Injury for the Caregiver, a series of short informational videos to help caregivers learn more about traumatic brain injury, understand their loved one, and manage life after TBI.
If we look at traumatic brain injury and what has changed between 1979 and today, you're going to find that unfortunately a lot of things, new technologies have been introduced, had great promise, and then fell by the wayside. And some of you who have family members who had brain injuries back then, you understand that not a lot has changed. So I want to talk about the nuts and bolts basics of what it is we have to do to try to deal with brain injury, because we don't look for a quick fix. You know, back in the old days, we talked about hyperbaric oxygenation. Oh, it's going to save us, it's going to be great. Now HBO is a channel that you get on your TV that has old movies. We talked about mental transpositions. That's what they're doing in China. It's going to get some new blood flow and stem cells and other things. And of course, that didn't work out very well either. And now we're doing stem cell research and electrical stimulations and other things, and we're hoping that something is going to change. But it's not changing quickly enough. So the problems and the behaviors that we deal with are pretty much the same as they were then. And you're still dealing with the same issue. And if you're like me and you pull out your hair, I recommend that's not a really good idea. And so I think it's better if we start looking at the ways in which we deal with some of these issues. So the first thing I want to do is kind of look at your perspective of brain injury and the perspective of a person with a brain injury and see how they differ, first of all, and then try to explain how some of these behaviors actually occur. So first and foremost, what happened to the person that I knew? You ever wonder that? Will she ever be the same? Why does he get so mad over nothing? How is it that she remembers some things and then forgets the simple things? You probably asked yourself a bunch of these questions. He seems to be so rude to people. I think he's a lot more paranoid now. Of course, we all are. Why isn't he depressed? Is he hiding it? Will she ever remember the accident? Is he safe to drive? He seems okay, and then he makes stupid decisions. That's the kind of perspective that we have when we're sitting there as a family member looking at the problem. But when you look at the other side of the coin, and if you are the person with the brain injury, you're sitting there going, why don't they leave me alone? Can't they see I'm still the same person? I'm fine, but they treat me like a child. Other than my memory, I'm back to normal. Why can't I hang on to my friends? And we see these same sorts of things happening year after year after year, and it's been that way for 35 years or so and longer. Neuropsychologists, okay, IR1, neuropsychologists have this strange language. I think they're all weird. And they look at brain injury and they see anosognosia, they see deficits in executive functioning, they see visuospatial disorientation and impairment of episodic memory. Socially inappropriate behaviors like mine, you know, and affective dysfunctions. That's just all garbage. Throw out all those terms. You don't need to know any of that nonsense. Okay? What you need to know is the real people's view of TBI, because this is the view that somebody sees when your family member with the brain injury, or you, if that's you, try to go get a job somewhere and an employer sits there and tries to look at the behavior. They go, he has no clue what's wrong. He makes lousy decisions. He gets lost easily. He can't remember squat. He acts weird. He gets mad over nothing. So Apart from being family members or a person with a brain injury, the rest of the world still goes on out there, and they look at you this way, and they want to know how they're going to deal with it.
To learn more about psychosocial issues for the whole family by Dr. James Mikula, go to www.byyourside.org and search Caregiver. To learn more about this particular topic, call the Traumatic Brain Injury Resource and Support Center helpline at 800-992-3442.